Where your tattoo is on your body says a lot about your personality. And it doesn't matter what the tattoo is. It just matters where it's placed.
Okay.
That talks about your personality. And I know that we have been against the neck tattoo, but once you learn what it says about your personality, I think you guys are going to want to go get one.
Interesting.
I think if you have a neck tattoo, apparently people with neck tattoos are bold, strong, and wise.
You got to be because people want to fight you.
And intimidating should be on there.
Yes. People with neck tattoos that are easily seen tend to be the bravest out of all of us. Tattoos on the lower and back side of the neck show that they're not afraid to make tough choices, but cover them if need be.
Like the girls will get them on the back of their neck.
Oh, yeah.
But then they wear their hair up all the time.
Of course.
To show whatever their like barcode
I think
thing
a
is
little
back there.
tattoo in the back of the neck can be a little sexy.
Oh, no,
It is,
I'm not against that one.
Like in the nape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I'm talking about like a guy that has full-blown neck tattoo. It's like, I'm walking on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Well,
me too.
apparently they're strong, wise, and bold.
Wise? I don't know.
Aye.
Your employment options are lowered. I don't care what employers say. If a dude walks in for an interview and he has a neck tattoo, you're going to be like,
Yeah.
Even if you shouldn't, you're going to be like,
You think it's better or worse, the neck tattoo, than the face tattoo?
Better, yeah.
Better, yeah. 'cause
Once
can-
you hit the face,
Yeah, you've, that's next level. You've given up.
Okay.
I think you're screaming like, hey, I need help. You got a face tattoo?
Yeah, and there's not anything in this study that talks about like what it says when you have a tattoo on your face. It's just every other part of your body.
Okay.
So I think that they've stayed away from that.
Right.
They
It's
don't
like
want to touch
obvious.
it. Yeah. Well, if you have a tattoo, and this is about how your tattoo placement says a lot about your personality. If you've ever known anybody or you yourself have a tattoo on your rib cage, apparently that says about your personality that you are tough, resilient, and brave. Again, or you have to be brave to get a tattoo?
well, no,
Apparently
but
so.
I think when you get it in like unique spots sometimes that are not normal, you got to be a little bit more brave because people are going to question it.
And I think
People are
Sure.
going to see it.
And I think they say ribs is one of like the hardest part because it's all bone, and that's like the most painful.
Well,
one
I
of the most
mean,
painful
on
places
some
to
of
get it.
you, it's all bone. For me, I got a thick layer in between the skin and my ribs.
Yeah, you got that coating.
Yeah, I got that meat right there. A lot of rib meat.
Got that meat flap jacket.
So I don't know. But if you have a tattoo on your rib cage, it also says that you are highly confident. Again, it's all because you're showing off where your tattoos
Yeah,
are.
I wouldn't
you
think
know?
so. Yeah, if you've got it there, you want people to look there.
Yeah, my sister has, so I'm the only one, I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and I'm the only one who doesn't have a tattoo. My sister has a larger tattoo like on her back, which was kind of surprising because
Which one? Oh,
Molly.
Oh,
Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she tried
is
to hide
surprising.
it for years. She tried to hide it from my parents. And on her wedding day, we were in Jamaica and I was putting that makeup on her back, because she didn't want it. And I said, then why'd you get it in the first place?
Right.
She's not happy about it
I
now.
know some guys that have got like back tattoos and they didn't want people to know, like maybe family members. Or whatever,
Yes.
and then they go to the beach and they forget every time.
Uh-huh.
If it's like a smaller one, and they're like, "What is that?
Yeah, what was
Where'd you get that?"
Yeah. I know my husband has a tattoo on his back, but I don't think his mom ever found out. I think that
Really?
he hid it from her. Yeah, and when she passed away, she still had no idea.
What is
Wow.
it called when women get tattoos like the tramp stamp area? Does that mean they're slutty or wise?
With the, I already know how you think.
They're courageous.
I guarantee you, brave is going to be on here.
Brave, bold.
Courageous.
Altruistic.
I told you.
If you have a tattoo on your back, it says back tattoos tend to have more low-key personalities. They often say that they symbolize the foundation of life itself.
Okay.
It also goes on to say that
Well-
you're bold and less inclined to care what anyone might think of their tramp stamp.
Especially if you're slutty.
Just anywhere on the back, not even just the lower back.
Anywhere on your back,
Interesting.
but they do mention the tramp stamp, yes. If you have a tattoo, this is what tattoos say about your personality based on where they are on your body. If you have a tattoo on your chest, sometimes called the chest piece, it's according to these people, to whoever did this study, I don't know, they say that people with chest tattoos tend to be very confident, especially when tattooed on women. I can't imagine. That would hurt, a chest
Does
tattoo
that count
for
as
a woman.
like a boob tattoo?
I guess so. I mean, yeah,
So
it's your
if
chest.
you're like a redneck lady with like the stem, the rose, The long, they have to turn
Oh,
into
yeah.
a long stem
Yeah,
rose as you get
this
older.
goes all the way down
Yeah.
to the areola. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
confident.
Well,
If I got a tattoo
I
here, though,
guess.
that would just be chest,
I see.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
if you get it on the actual boob piece,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, I can't imagine that.
Whoa, yeah.
And a lot of women's shirts, show their chest.
Yeah.
So I guess you would have to be somewhat confident.
If you
I
have
guess.
breast implants, will it pop them?
I don't know the answer to that. Has anybody ever seen an actual boob tattoo? Like a
tattoo
ta-
on a boob?
on the
no,
boob.
not on the boob.
Not on the boob. I've never seen one on a boob.
No, I mean I haven't. No.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
adult videos.
yeah, adult videos. You'll see.
If you
Oh, they do?
have
Okay.
tattoos on your boobs, call
And tell us, did it hurt? Because I imagine it does.
Did it pop your implants?
Yeah. Jason needs to know.
I think there's someone famous that has like two like tiger like small like tiger paws on her boobs.
Yes, but
Eve.
but isn't that
That's
up
Eve,
higher
that
on her
rapper.
chest?
But like oh
They're
okay.
kind of on our boob.
Kind of, I thought like top boobish.
Hold on.
No.
Google it and let me
Yeah,
see.
Eve, the rapper,
I'm talking about on the boob itself. A tattoo actually on the boob.
on the boob.
Side boob, front
Front
boob.
not the top of the boob.
Yeah.
Like the chest. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I don't see those very often.
no, I don't think you do. Well, I guess you
think
wouldn't
so.
know unless you saw their boobs.
That's true, although I've seen a lot of boobs in my life.
None of your girlfriends.
Yeah, on a lot of my girlfriends, yes, but they don't have boob tattoos.
Oh.
If you have a tattoo on your wrist, you see, this is where it gets like a little bit dark because some people will say that they'll have a tattoo over like an injury maybe on on your
Oh,
wrist
I
or
see.
something to cover it up and show that you're moving forward. But if you choose to have one on your wrist, apparently you are the most thoughtful of all.
Really?
Okay.
This had to be done by like a tattoo artist or someone that owned because it's all positive.
It's all positive. There's nothing bad on it. No,
Bold,
nothing
you're
at all.
smart,
Does
you're
it say
Yeah.
anything that gets a Biden tattoo on their butt?
bad at betting.
Real bad at taking bets.
I lost the bet.
You are a compulsive gambler.
That is exactly what it says. That's weird.
You have a butt cheek tattoo.
Well, half.
You definitely
Oh, yes.
have a gambling problem.
Yep. We've had a lot of talk, and you know how we feel about the thigh tattoo, especially the upper thigh tattoo.
Porno.
Really?
I've seen so many girls that are wannabe porno people or in pornos with big thigh tattoos.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't think it's a good look.
I don't think it's a good look
It
either.
looks like a big bruise lots of times.
I see it, and Jared and I have talked about this before. We see it a lot at the beach on a lot of women who
Large.
maybe should think about a skirt.
Yeah.
You know?
maybe wearing pants.
Judging people.
Yeah.
I notice a lot with the thigh tattoo because it's large. They're large.
Big, yeah.
You know, I don't think you get a small one on your thigh. You're going big.
Yeah.
You need surface area.
I'll say that I was at a strip club and one of the dancers had a dream catcher on her thigh, and I fell in love with her. So
Oh.
I
See?
support the thigh tat. I
Is that
support the
one
thigh
in
tat.
Pittsburgh?
I
Go for it, huh?
told you.
Is that in Pittsburgh? Did you almost fall in love with one? Or you fall in love everywhere you go?
Yeah, that's everywhere I go. Yeah.
okay.
But
I told you, Squid.
she specifically had a dream catcher.
Yeah, on right on a lot of strippers, a lot of porno, a lot of that type.
Where on the thigh? Is it inner, outer,
It was on
upper?
the
Like
side,
front?
the side of
Oh,
her
The
thigh.
side.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a Cardi B.
Kind of like
That goes
that.
like up the whole side onto her back.
When
It
it's
wasn't
like
that big, but yeah.
straight up on the front,
Mhm.
that's the ones I see at the beach where I'm like, ugh.
Maybe those are the ones, yeah, that I'm thinking
And
of
of course,
too.
there's some people who could pull it off, but most that I've seen,
Mm,
I would not be drawing attention to anywhere really.
yeah. According to this study, that if you are the person who wants to have a thigh tattoo, it's a little bit like having one on your calf. That thigh tattoos can be fairly sexual.
Oh, there you go.
See?
How high up they go onto the leg. Yes, and that they are opening themselves up for new lovers.
I told you.
There it is.
Opening.
Hence, porno strip club.
All right, we
Yeah, I
have
guess so.
AML that has a comment about, it's an all morning listener, about the boob tattoo. Lee?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi,
What's up?
Lee.
Hey, listen, real quick. I used to work for I actually owned a business that was, I can't say because people know who I am really, but let's just say someone exposed showed me
Mhm.
a boob tattoo during a girls' night out sort of thing.
Mhm.
And when she flashed it, she's like, "Hey, have you ever seen this before?" And everybody was just fling and showing things. And then I turned around. They said, "But have you ever seen this?" Fling. I looked around and I saw this parrot. It was gorgeous, multicolored, everything. But at the foot of the parrot, it was holding that portion that peaks. And it was very unique, and that's what they were saying.
That is a distraction. I'm sorry, but if I was going to grab it and the parrot's already grabbing it, I'd be like, what's going on?
And this is under the table.
It was
Lee,
very unique.
Under the table, Lee.
where if you're new to the show, he's one of our AMLs who he has to hide the fact that he listens to our show from his family. And you said because you're African American and they don't understand it. That's what you said.
Yeah, some of them, some of my hood family, so to speak. The rest of them are cool.
We're
Okay.
too white.
Some of them are just straight hood. They laugh at me all the time.
All right, under the table, Lee. So he's in the closet about listening to us. To his,
Hey, he's calling it now.
to half his family.
We won't tell Lee.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Don't tell nobody.
All right.
Don't tell nobody.
All right, Lee, thank you. He's awesome. Let's go
Wow.
to Elizabeth. You have a boob tattoo?
I do, and it hurt very, very bad.
Yeah.
And I need it covered up, and it hurts so bad I won't get it covered up. It hurts bad.
Is your boob tattoo on the side? Is it underneath? Is it on?
It's right above my areola, like right there.
What is it that you got?
Oh, it's my baby daddy's name. Stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Seems like the name
Yeah.
is always the death knell
It
on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
seems.
It's either you get a reality show together or a tattoo of their name. You're going to get divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. One of the biggest things to get a tattoo removed is a name or covered up is a name of your ex or something.
Yeah.
And that put it in place. It's so painful. I'm too scared to get it covered up.
Yeah.
I was about to say the worst place to get a name.
What was the conversation that led to you getting that tattoo in that spot?
These are mine.
It was
It's the sound effect for me.
I was working a double that day at work, and in between, my friend was like, "You want to get a tattoo real quick?" And I was like, "Sure." So I ran and got a tattoo. Couldn't even put a bra on to go back to work. It was great.
Sounds miserable.
How long are your lunch breaks?
Maybe it was a short name.
Look
We don't
at
know.
how quick they did the Biden tattoo. Though.
Yeah.
That was
That's
a
true.
small
Yeah.
little.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm guessing his name is Dale or Shane. I've had to guess.
Probably
Troy.
Troy.
I did get a text from Marisa that we know from Restoration Med Spa. She had a friend that had a double mastectomy,
Yeah.
and when she had her breast reconstructed, she got daisies tattooed in the place where the
where your
her
nipples.
nipples would go.
Yeah. Okay. I like
daisies,
that.
though. That's pretty interesting.
I think there's also, if I'm not mistaken, if you have a what's it called again?
Mastectomy. Yes.
That people will get a tattoo that kind of resembles what it formerly looked like.
Oh yeah, you can do a lot with
Yeah.
cosmetic surgery for sure. Yeah. That area is so sensitive as is.
Mm.
I cannot imagine, especially given the time of month that you go to have your tattoo. I can't imagine having a needle put in there.
Oh,
Well,
it hurt really bad.
oh God.
I accidentally stumbled by, I don't know how I was on this, but I stumbled by a guy had one on his. Mm-hmm.
On his
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's downstairs?
Yeah.
on
I
it.
couldn't
How'd you
believe it.
stumble upon that?
Jason
How
was on
did
his
you
knees.
stumble upon
I
that?
don't know. I just happened
Jason
to.
lost another bet.
You don't always know who the guy's going to be when you search for the girls in the videos. Okay?
Thank you.
You never know who they're going to put in the video.
I see.
I
I
see.
see.
I was like, what is that? And it was a tattoo. It looked like of a
Ouch.
name or something.
like on the
the actual thing itself.
Like
Would
the
you need to get that?
twig.
If you have a tattoo
Yes.
on your
Yeah.
nethers, we want to hear from you as well. Would
Yeah.
you need to be aroused to get that?
Oh my
God.
Wow.
I don't-
How could you stay aroused during that pain, though?
I don't
How
know.
could you get one there anyway?
You'd have to pull it taut.
Yeah, I
If you're
guess.
if you're a
Do you know?
grower, not a shower, I don't know.
Right?
It could be problematic.
I don't know how
Like
that
an animal
works.
hide when you're painting it. You got to pull it.
Maybe you take a Viagra,
Yeah.
and then if it takes longer than 4 hours, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right?
If this was a small one, I think it was probably like a 10, 15-minute ordeal.
What was
Okay.
it? Like a horseshoe or something? What do you put down there? What do you
I
choose?
tried zooming in, but I couldn't see the actual what it was exactly. I think it's a name. It was a small first name or something.
Okay.
Hard to catch in some of those videos. You see it and you don't see
I
it.
don't
You see
have-
it and you don't see
I
it.
don't have this. I don't have the subscription to upgrade a 4K HD.
That's where he draws the line. He ain't
That's
gonna
the
pay
big
for that.
bucks.
He ain't paying for that 4K. And porn star gets interviews like, it's my grandmother's name.
my
It's to
grandma.
Honor her. She was always so supportive.
It's our family crest.
And a horseshoe as well. All right, let's go to Harriet. Your daughter has a boob tattoo?
She does,
And what is it?
and it's a good one. It's her baby girl's handprint, so it's not a man or nothing like that. So, and between the fingers, she's got her date of birth.
Okay.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. That would be a major distraction during intimate time.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden it's like, is the baby here?
Yeah, the baby. That's the baby's hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can't touch where the baby's been touching.
I'm glad that we have cameras in here now because we have cameras in our studios. And Harriet, we appreciate you sharing. But you might not have heard Katie's judgment, but you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it later today or tomorrow.
I get the
It's sweet,
sentiment.
yes,
Sure, I
yes.
understand it, but absolutely hell to the no. No, I cannot.
Katie,
Yeah.
let me guess. The tattoo across the forearm means you talk a lot?
They call it the Josie tattoo.
Let me see, Jason.
Right bullets hit Josie.
That's what we do here.
It says, destined to be a DJ who talks nonstop, but is sweet and caring, and
She
we
is
love
caring.
her. Yes.
Yes.
Exaggerates at least at 30%, up to 100.
It says,
And the fiction is true.
It's very specific for that one. It's
my
odd.
God. It says that if you have a tattoo on your arm, they carry the most diverse meanings of any of the body parts. No one meaning can describe every arm tattoo, but it is truly determined by the size of the tattoo. It says a small tattoo on your upper arm is probably a little on the cautious but wild side. And then a half sleeve shows a person who wants to showcase their artistic side. And then a full sleeve, you don't care what the world thinks. That's what it says.
wow.
Not
I
me.
see that.
Yeah.
All right. What's the name here?
Matt.
Matt. You work in healthcare. You see junk tattoos sometimes?
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. So when you see a man's junk, first of all, that's a little rough. But when you see flames tattooed around the shaft of the man,
Flames.
Flames.
I mean, y'all brought up the point earlier. So is this getting done when they're hard or when they're soft?
Right.
And first of all, why? So
Yeah.
Do you know the answer?
pretty crazy. I don't know. He was pretty drunk, so I don't feel comfortable asking that one.
All right.
Do you see? Do you feel that people that have junk tattoos are in the emergency room a lot more than other people?
Probably more often than not.
Yeah.
And I
All right,
don't
Matt, thank you.
imagine the tattoo artists
Oh,
that has to
not great.
hold it the whole time while giving flames to your junk.
Sure. It can't be much different than when, someone was wanding and holding your junk, right?
Because
When they were
Well, that-
wanding. I
Jason,
mean, it's
That
medical.
wasn't, yeah, that was
It's
wave
medical.
and if you're new to the show, Jason has a very big problem with ED.
Oh my God.
Huge.
No.
I mean, not his package, but it was a
Right.
huge problem.
The issue.
I got it
Couldn't
to
get around for
prevent
nothing.
ED in the first place. How many
Yeah.
times I say it in every spot?
That's right. I
Ow,
forget.
sorry.
Every time.
Sorry.
I like the
He's
credit.
a planner.
Yeah, he plans
Yeah.
it.
But
Now you
Katie,
remember.
that's a little bit different because that's just like a thumping and like you can still talk to the girl while she's doing the wand to you. Where I don't know if a tattoo, they got to really concentrate you. They don't want to mess it up.
Sure.
And you're going to be in a lot of pain. This was no pain.
Well, no, I'm not saying the pain part, but I'm saying that it's the same. I would imagine it would be the same for a tattoo artist, that it's like you're going in for something very specific, you're concentrating, you're getting the job done.
Okay, but here's the difference.
You know?
The wave tech people are used to, that's their job. They do it every time.
Yeah, I guess.
Where
Yeah.
a tattoo artist is not every time. It's very rare.
Yeah. You've probably seen it all, though.
Yeah, they've seen a lot.
Mhm. Do people
Too much.
get tattoos like in the BH?
I'm sure if you think of
Yeesh.
it, I've seen people get it on their eyeball before.
Yeah.
On their
Mm.
eyeball.
Like
yeah,
these
we've
extreme
seen. Yeah.
tattoo
On the
people.
eyeball
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Doesn't make you go blind. You're
Sure.
sticking a bunch of needles in your eye.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen it on people's gums before and also inner lip.
The lip.
Yes, I've
That
seen
must
that.
hurt.
And not on their tongue, but maybe I guess
On
on
their tongue?
On the
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I
see some
can't
of these
imagine.
extreme people, though, it's everywhere.
I saw
Yeah.
one person has a tattoo in her ear. In her ear.
Ow.
Mm.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
And on the top of their heads, the ones people who will shave
That's
their head
gotta
and then
hurt,
you go,
right?
yeah, yes, I would
Oh.
think. Anyway.
Well, that would be terrible if Jared got a tattoo on his head thinking, I can just grow my hair out and hide it.
I love that,
surprise!
actually.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah, right. If I was hiding with my hair, then my hair, falls out. Ultimate backfire. I'd get a tattoo on my head if it looked like hair. If it looked like real hair?
Don't they do that?
They may.
I don't know.
I did see, speaking of thinning hair and shaving heads,
Yes.
I did see this contraption that you hold in your, it looks like a massager,
Yes.
and you just
This is like the best way to shave your head.
Yes, and it looks you just put it on there and you just keep it on, contact with your head, your scalp, and then you just go all the way around, and then apparently it makes it super smooth. I don't know. That's
2 for
thought
1
about
with
you.
women. You can also use it down there.
Good.
Oh yeah.
You
Are you
could.
done yet? I gotta shave my head, babe.
We share.